Let's be honest, golf is really expensive. From green fees to golf clubs, from golf balls to golf lessons, there's a lot of things you can spend money on, and it is climbing up and up. Nowadays though, we are seeing more of the direct-to-consumer market coming to play. Direct-to-consumer usually means the products are a lot cheaper. And I've got a set of irons with me today that are £300. Caley Golf is a United Kingdom direct-to-consumer brand, and they do anything from drivers to wedges, full sets. And I've got these here with me today, a 5-to pitching wedge limited edition black set, and I'm gonna test them out. When looking into these irons, there wasn't that much about them in terms of technology. They're very minimal in design, not a lot going on here, but they say it's supposed to be super forgiving with a really nice look down at address. I can absolutely agree with that statement. I do think these are really nice looking irons, but for £300, surely we're missing something. When you're going to TaylorMade and Callaway ping upwards of £1,000, £1,500 or so for a set of irons, what is it that these are missing? I'm already a little bit skeptical of the durability of this black finish because I've been hitting these for the last few days and already I'm noticing some wear. And as well as this, you're going to be limited in your custom fitting options. So if you are 6'4" like me with a fast swing speed or anything that is slightly unorthodox, you may not be getting the right set that is for you, technically. But does that really matter if you're getting into the game and getting a set for 300 quid? Perhaps not. Let's find out. Let's go play a few holes here at Manning's Heath Golf and Wine Estate on the waterfall course, show you some numbers as well, and just see how I get on with these £300 set of irons by Caley Golf. Let's do it. Right, so I thought I'd make it easy, so we've gone to the hardest hole on the course to start this off. 434 yards, and my max club I can use is a 5-iron. What you're going to see today is me using the Callaway Chrome Soft X ball and then any data from the Full Swing launch monitor as well. Good stop. So we're not lagging behind there at all, as you guys can see there. 245 yards for a 5-iron, 232 yard carry. Pretty decent with that club head speed and ball speed. I was always expecting these irons to go quite far because they do have amped up lofts, which I'll put on the screen for you now. That rivals the likes of the Stealth, the Cobra LTD X and the Callaway Rogue ST range, which are all game improvement irons. But I wouldn't say just looking at this, it's really that much of a game improvement set. It looks quite like a player's distance iron. It's got a really nice progressive blade length, but they don't look forgiving really. I would almost liken them to the P790s and P770 in terms of how it looks down at address. 180 yards. Nice looking shot there. I must say, this is a rather good start. 10, 10. Nearly. Straightforward enough though. So I think from that hole alone, hopefully you guys can establish that these irons do perform very well. I've realised that from the last few days. They are performers. But does that mean they feel good? With irons that are effectively cheap, sometimes you might think they feel rubbish. And actually, these do feel very good. They're not a soft forged iron like Mizuno or anything, but for £300, I've certainly hit a lot worse. I've hit irons that are £1,000 that feel worse than these. They're quite a nice low launching ball flight as well, pretty comparable spin numbers, and that's for a graphite shaft with a grip that's too small for me. Oh, that's the worst shot of the day. Luckily, we've hit it on a par 5. One thing I think this iron set is lacking slightly is that forgiveness. I know it is a player's distance iron, so it's not going to have that much in comparison to a Cobra, a game improvement iron, but across the face you do notice quite diminishing results. Is it devastating? No. And does that mean a beginner can't use them? No, not at all. It's just there are other iron sets out there that are more forgiving. And that's what you are getting with £1,000, £1,200 or so. But it's not a deal breaker. Nice stroke. Flirting with that right rough, but it's okay. Left side of the green. It'll do. Another hole, another easy par. Just about. I've got to mess up the next one now, don't I? These clubs do perform. They're cheap. They look nice. What is the big negative? To be honest, I don't really think there is. The only thing that I would say, apart from the forgiveness, is I don't think whatever finish you get will be that durable. These iron sets themselves don't think will last that long. They seem a little bit flimsy, and especially this black finish, even after hitting them for a week at max, you can really see from every single club it's starting to wear. Yes, if you get a different finish, it will not be as bad, but it still seems that the durability in comparison to other premium iron sets isn't as good. But as a whole, does that warrant it being so cheap? I don't think so. You not being able to get some extensive custom fitting options isn't ideal either. So some people, this may not be for you. These aren't for me. My P770s to P7MCs, completely different setup, but you can see I'm still hitting it quite well. Sit. Sit. Oh, it tried to quite well actually. That actually did pretty well there because I did hit that little bit low on the face, but it's still got a little bit low spin, but it came back a little bit and overall it was a pretty decent shot for this hole. If I hold that, it's even passed through 3 holes. Genuinely, I think I've played better with the Caley clubs than I have done with my actual clubs. I was certainly a little bit apprehensive about these Caley irons to begin with because I do think some direct-to-consumer, some budget iron driver wedge brands, they're not that good. They don't feel nice, and I really do think you do get diminishing results overall, not just performance, just all of it. What I think Caley have done really well here is made these feel really nice, comparable to some upper budget iron sets. To be a low launching, mid-spinning iron with a graphite stiff shaft is quite impressive. So for £300, I do think in today's market, you're not going to find anything better value for money than these irons. They won't be the best performing irons in the world, but I don't think it's that noticeable. And I think you will be really impressed with how they look down at address as well. This was a really fun video to make because I thought I would be absolutely woeful with these irons, graphite, stiff, normal length. I thought it was gonna be an absolute car crash. So happily enough, it worked out quite well. Guys, if you are new to GolfMagic, smash that subscribe button to stay up to date with all of our videos. We've got some really exciting reviews coming in September, so click that subscribe button to stay up to date. Till the next video, guys, I'll see you later.